She is not saying no to sex. She is saying no to you. And that's the bitter truth. Most men don't even know how to initiate a relationship. It's not because of shame, nor are women as complicated as you think. The real reason is the false belief that asking for sex will make me less of a man. And with this thinking, you become invisible in her eyes. Women don't say no to sex. They reject the men who can't create desire in them. Those men who either beg or act so nice that the woman has to make the first move. But the reality is that women also have desires. They also want a relationship, but with a man who understands a basic principle: a woman's desire is not asked for, it is awakened. This is where psychology and Stoicism come into play. This is not a game of trickery. This is the path to becoming the man that women are drawn to. The man who doesn't have to beg, doesn't have to pressure, doesn't have to demean himself. Most guys think that to achieve intimacy, they have to go on many dates, wait for the right moment, or endure a long test of patience. But they miss the real truth. A woman decides within the first few minutes whether she wants something with you or not. The game after that is just confirmation. If you can't read her signals, can't lead the situation, or don't show your masculine intention, her attraction dies, and you sit alone wondering, where did I go wrong? The bitter truth is, she wants you to take the initiative, but not in a hurry, but with confidence, with the manhood hidden within you. And you can train this energy, not with some cheap pickup line, not with some crappy game, but with the right thinking, composure, and stoicism, because a true stoic man doesn't react to rejection. He doesn't need anyone's approval, and that's why he creates the deepest desire in women. In today's video, you will learn the psychological combination that ignites a woman's desire without words. You will learn how to use your masculine presence to make her take the next step. You have to make her compelled. And most importantly, you must awaken the attraction inside her without appearing needy. Get ready. Because if you keep asking for sex like a child asks for candy, you will never taste a woman's real wild desire. Today I will tell you 6 pillars to attract a woman's desire. So let's begin. Number 1, a woman never wants sex with a weak man. This will sting to hear, but it's the real truth. A woman does not reject sex, she rejects the energy of the man who is making the offer. When that energy hides neediness, fear, or insecurity, she immediately shuts down. Understand this, a woman is not opposed to sex. The problem is the man who doesn't even trust within himself that he deserves it. This is where most men fail. They think being nice, very polite, and highly respectful will win a woman's heart. But in reality, all those things give her friendship, sympathy, or trust. They do not spark desire. A woman's desire is connected to a man's strength. Now, this strength does not mean dominance or aggression. Strength means clarity, direction, and confidence. The confidence that I know what I want, and I don't need anyone's permission. Think about it. Does any woman fantasize about a man who timidly asks, "May I kiss you?" No. She desires the man who, without words, makes a stir inside her with the depth of his eyes and his presence. One who touches her soul, and this is not something you can fake. You have to become it. It's your inner work, brother. If inside you there is doubt, fear of rejection, or low self-worth, your body and your eyes will betray you. No matter how many right things you say, a woman will sense the lack of strength in that man and then place you in the nice but not exciting category. Picture a common scene. A guy in Delhi takes a girl out on many dates. He always pays the bill. He's very polite. He never pressures her. The girl laughs, she talks, everything seems fine. But as soon as he tries to move closer, the girl says, "I'm not ready yet." The boy thinks, okay, I respect her process. But something else is happening inside the girl. I don't feel anything. This is very nice. But there's no fire in me. A few days later, the same girl starts dating another boy, who wasn't as polite but was direct and clear. He didn't ask for permission. He affected her with his energy and she was drawn to him. Does that hurt? Yes. Is it fair? No. But bro, this is a law of nature. Weak, fearful, and emotionally insecure energy never awakens a woman's desire. So what should you do? Stop asking for permission. Stop waiting for the right signal. Connect with your desire without shame. Stoicism teaches this, not to suppress desires, but to master them. Gain the strength to not need someone else's permission. Because the real Stoic man is the one who can handle his desire within himself, but is not dependent on it. Such a man becomes a magnet in a woman's eyes. A woman doesn't need your words to recognize him. She senses it from the way you walk in, the way you enter a room, the look in your eyes. A woman doesn't want intercourse with a weak man. That's why she wants the man who has confidence and clarity, not weakness and pleading. Number 2, stop asking for permission, lead or lose. This is the bitter truth no one tells you straight. The moment you ask permission, you lose your power. And when power is lost, attraction dies too. Now this doesn't mean you force yourself on someone, act domineering, or disrespect a woman. The real meaning is that a woman wants to feel that the man knows what he's doing. She doesn't want to have to guide you like a child at every small step. Just think. When a man says, "May I kiss you? Shall I hug you? Shall we sleep together?" What does a woman hear instead of respect? Fear, insecurity, and above all, a lack of leadership, and these are the things she notices in those few seconds. I extinguish her desire. Why? Because a woman's desire is reactive. She responds to the energy you project. If you show doubt, she will go cold. If you show confidence, she will be drawn to you even without words. This is where the power of Stoicism comes in. A true Stoic man never leads by asking for permission. He simply acts calmly, with presence, with conviction, and if the woman doesn't like it, she will speak up herself. But that's the real game. Most of the time she wants it. She's just waiting for you to make the move. Take a classic example. Suppose you're sitting at your place with a girl. The mood is light. She's laughing. She's looking at you and gradually coming closer. You also feel desire. But instead of moving with intent, you timidly ask, "Can I kiss you?" What does the woman do? Her eyebrows knit. A faint, forced smile appears, and she says, "Not now." And just like that, the moment dies. In reality, she was ready. But your doubt planted doubt in her. Now think the other way. You're calm, present, looking into her eyes. You move closer gently. Without words, she feels your energy, that tension, that moment. Your leadership is in your actions, not your words. And this becomes the biggest reason for a woman's attraction. Stopping asking for permission does not mean being aggressive. It means trusting your energy so much that you can tell for yourself when she's receptive without her having to say anything. That is real leadership. A woman follows a man who is so confident in himself that he doesn't need permission. Number 3, a woman's desire is silent. It doesn't operate by logic. This is where most men get stuck. They think a woman's desire works like a formula. If they behave well, pay attention, be patient, and take care, she will gradually want to be intimate with them. But no, brother, desire doesn't work like that. Desire is not born from the mind, but from the heart and the body. A woman's attraction is not governed by reason. It is quiet, driven by emotion, is connected. It is connected to that energy that flows in her veins, an energy you cannot explain with words. A woman often says she wants a respectful, steady and sensitive man, but that same woman's heart often falls for a man who doesn't have those qualities. Why? Because what a woman says she wants is not always what she feels. If you take her spoken words as instructions and follow them, you will fail every time. Because a woman's desire is born in the body, not in the mind. That desire comes from energy, tension, mystery. It cannot be won by an argument, by reasoning, or by being a nice person. That is why many guys troubled say, "I did everything right. So why did she walk away?" She said she wasn't ready, and a few days later she was seen with someone else. What does a woman really want? Brother, the answer is simple. You don't need to understand what she wants. You need to understand how desire works. A woman may tell you she likes you, She respects you. You are a very good person. And still she might not feel attracted to you, because you didn't move anything inside her. You were too available, too straightforward, too right. But a woman's desire is not ignited by right or wrong. It is felt. A woman is drawn to the man who moves her not with logic but with his presence. This does not mean you can force it into being. It is not a deal that can be closed with correct logic. Desire must be awakened by your presence, your masculinity, your mystery, and above all, by the confidence that you don't need her to get her. And this is where the game turns. When a woman sees that you don't need her approval, your gaze itself is a magnet, your personality itself holds the mystery, only then does her desire awaken. And brother, this is the truth. A woman's desire is silent, it does not follow reason. Number 4, your sexual energy speaks louder than words. Brothers, many men think that to attract a woman you just have to say the right words. If you deliver the right line, if you speak sweet words, she might melt. But the truth is that before your lips speak, your body speaks. Your gaze, your walk, your presence, everything reaches her heart and mind before your words do. If your sexual energy is off, a woman senses it immediately. You can say as much as you want that you're confident, masculine, or experienced. But if your eyes are shifting, your body is trembling, or your energy is shouting that you need someone's approval, she won't hear your words. She will feel your weakness. Today, many men have suppressed their sexual energy so much that they themselves don't know how to turn it into strength. They hide it. They cover it behind an image of being a good guy, and then wonder why a woman treats them as a friend. Why is there no chemistry? Wake up, brother. You are not born to hide your desire on this earth. You need to learn to control it, to direct it, and to transform it into inner strength. That doesn't mean becoming aggressive or acting stupidly. It means being able to feel your desire without becoming a slave to it. That is your real masculinity. A woman instantly recognizes whether the man in front of her is in control of his energy or merely desperate for attention. You don't need to tell her you want her. She senses it from your eyes, your walk, your presence. But if that energy comes from anxiety, from lack, from a "I wish she'd choose me" mindset, she will shut down immediately. This is where Stoicism saves you. A Stoic man is not cold. He is strong. He is not idle. He is balanced. He knows who he is, what he wants, and he doesn't need to shout it at anyone. Brother, your sexual energy is part of your masculinity. If you suppress it, you will lose your presence. If you let it run wild, you will lose your dignity. But if you learn to control it, the same woman will start being drawn to you. Now is the time not to hide your desire, but to master it. Number 5. The man's reaction. What attracts a woman most is not the one who reacts to everything. Listen, brother, to put it plainly, you are overly reactive, and that makes you appear weak and restless in a woman's eyes. These days, most men react instantly to every small thing a woman does. If she replies late to your message, you get anxious. If she posts a story on Instagram, you start wondering, was that for me? If she seems distant, you either get hurt or chase her more. Brother, if every word, every silence, every mood of hers shakes you, then the game is over. Because control is no longer in your hands, it's in hers. And when a woman feels she can control you, the fire of attraction inside her dies out. A woman feels true pull toward the man who is emotionally stable, someone who doesn't break because of her cold response, who doesn't need approval in every look and every word, someone who remains himself even without applause or praise. In today's time, such men are very rare, and that's why they are most valued. The man who doesn't respond right away, who stays balanced, who stands centered in himself, becomes a challenge to a woman, and women like a challenge. She senses, this man is not living to please me, he lives in his own strength. Whether I stay with him or not, it makes no difference to him. That thought creates tension and mystery in her. The woman begins to think, who is this man who is whole without me? Why isn't he dependent on my reaction? Those questions awaken desire in her. The hard truth is that many men today have not built a strong foundation within themselves. No purpose, no vision, no emotional strength. That's why they react to everything. Women immediately sense their neediness. They sniff out their weakness. And even if they don't say it aloud, inwardly their respect and attraction vanish. But a Stoic man is different. He is not cold, but he is not weak either. He feels, but he is not a slave to his emotions. He sees, but doesn't immediately jump in and respond. His focus is on his own path, not on the woman's approval. And that's when a woman is attracted to him, because he's no longer chasing her, but rather she realizes, I can't control this man. And that's what drives a woman crazy. Brother, if you're reacting instantly to every gesture, every message, every silence, then stop right now. Your true worth isn't in what she does, but in how you conduct yourself. A real man doesn't get swept up in the ups and downs of a woman's emotions. He keeps building his life. He thinks, if she wants to come, that's great. If she doesn't, that's fine. And that's the biggest secret. When you stop reacting, then a woman starts responding. When you stop revolving around her, then she starts revolving around you, because now you're not in the mood to please her. Now you're in the mood to decide whether this makes my life better or not. And that's what drives a woman the most crazy. Remember, a cold man repels a woman. An emotionally reactive man exhausts her, but a focused man ignites her fire, because he can neither be controlled, nor completely read, nor manipulated. And when a woman steps out of her comfort zone, only then does true desire arise. So if you want a woman to be drawn to you, don't just talk about your worth. Show her how you live it. Don't jump, don't move. Just observe, think, and make a calm decision. That kind of energy isn't found everywhere, and when a woman feels it, she won't want to leave. Number 6. Let her take the initiative. That's the real trick. Brothers, this is rarely said, but a woman's deepest desire lies right here. When she feels she's made the decision, her attraction increases exponentially. Most men make the mistake of rushing into things. They pressure her, saying, when will something happen between us? I love you so much, I can't wait. Why don't you stay with me tonight and end it all there? Because there's no secret left. There's no tension, no choice. A woman feels she doesn't have to, but is forced to. And that's the biggest mistake. A woman is more aroused when she feels she's crossed the line herself, not you pushing her. And how does that happen? By your presence, your eyes, your calm demeanor, your steady energy. The less you speak, the more comfortable you are in silence, the more she'll feel the urge to make a move. If the atmosphere is safe, there's connection, and the emotional tension is created correctly, she'll be the one to initiate. Often, it'll be small signals. You're always so quiet. I feel awkward around you, like I'm getting nervous. It really means I'm sensing it and opening the door. Sometimes that slight smile, a puckered lip, or a move closer is her invitation. And when this happens, remember, you didn't force anything. You simply created the energy, created the atmosphere, and she chose it. This is the true secret of attraction. The truth is, brother, sex isn't demanded, it's created. If you have to demand sex from a woman, then you've already lost the game, because if you have to convince her, it means she's not feeling it herself. And when the desire doesn't come from within, what you get isn't a relationship, it's just a favor. Don't beg to woo women. You need to attract them with your presence, your masculine energy, your self-control. When you stop chasing and become a magnet, everything changes. Real power isn't in your words. Real power lies in how you enter a room. How is your gait? How deep is the trust in your eyes? How comfortable are you in silence? Then a woman wonders, who is this man? And why do I want to get close to her? This is the real game. Brother, now is the time to wake up. You're not here to beg. You're here to awaken your own power. And if these words resonate with you, tell me in the comments below. Have you ever asked a woman for permission and felt your power diminish? Has it ever happened that when you remained calm and focused, that woman approached you on her own? Write your experience. I read everything and will respond. This channel isn't just a place. It's a community for men who are tired of being invisible, being called weak, and dancing to women's tunes. Only those who want to cultivate respect, attraction, and power from within themselves, without showing off, without begging. So if you're one of them, subscribe to the channel now, turn on notifications, and get ready to see the world of women from a new perspective, because once you understand it, there's no turning back. See you in the comments, brother.